What's good, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. So one of the questions I've gotten the most since posted my videos is, how do I make ferments? I am more than happy to show you guys how I do it, but the question, for one, I was like, when I saw the questions, I was like, the community is so large and no one is teaching you guys like legit how to do this. But no problem, I'll go ahead and show you guys how to do this. So this is a finished ferment. This is ripe banana. It has been in the fridge for over a week, and as you can see, it's still fermenting. You can see those small bubbles. It means that it's still fermenting. So I'm just going to show you guys how to make two powerful ferments. So this is called Joseph Coat. This is a flower that's found in the Caribbean. Many of you guys may know it. I'm not sure if it's in Europe, but it has purple as well. There's a purple one, and there is a one that grow yellow flowers as well. This is the best thing you could ferment for vegetative growth. It supports strong root health. Once you use this on your plants, it also helps with stress resistant, root resistant as well to heat. And there's so many other benefits of this. This has micronutrients, antioxidants. You have iron, magnesium. I think there's phosphorus in this as well. So this helps with strong vegetative growth within your plant. If you should go ahead and ferment this. And we all know ripe banana as well is high in potassium and phosphorus. So this is actually the best thing for flowering. So I'm teaching you guys how to make two living fertilizer that can take your plant through vegging and through flowering, right? So how you do this? For one, you're gonna chop this as small as possible to help the microbes break this down, right? So if you're making it, more than likely you'll be using larger quantities, but I'm just using this small amount for video purposes. The molasses that I use is unsulfured. Pay attention, unsulfured Blackstrap molasses. You don't want salt within your molasses. As a matter of fact, you don't want salt. So if you can't get unsulfured molasses, I recommend using brown sugar. So what you'll do is you will finely chop this. If I had a tripod, I would have, but this is ripe, or you can get riper than this, the yellow ones, even the ones that are turning brown. You don't want the fruit that's inside, because that has really and truly no nutrients. That's just mainly sugar and water, so you don't really want that. It's just the skin. So you're gonna finely chop this. Say for example you're using half pounds, because when you're making ferments, it's best to do 1-to-1. So if you're using 1 pound of banana skin, you need 1 pound of molasses or 1 pound of brown sugar. If you're using a pound of leaves, say for example Joseph Coat, you can use Moringa is very good. So if you mix both of these together, both Moringa and Joseph Coat, that's the best vegetative living fertilizer that you could actually give your plants. So I really wish I could have done it on camera to show you guys, but all right, you know what, give me a second. So I'm just gonna go ahead and chop these up. I'm just gonna chop the banana skin and show you guys how I do it. One moment. All right, so the banana skin has been finely chopped. So what I'm gonna do, just gonna pour the water from this. I'm gonna put it inside of this, and then I'm gonna poke a tiny hole in the cork to release the gases, so this don't spoil. Also, just in case you're wondering why I use equal parts, right? Think about if you ever purchased artificial fertilizer before. On the bottles you'll see like 4:3 or 4:4. That's the ratio of the amount of a specific ingredient that went into it. So if you should use this, it's 1-to-1, meaning that it's 1 part potassium, which is banana, to 1 part sugar, which is molasses. Also remember, this is not only potassium, so when you're mixing, you can also add hibiscus petals to this as well, even make it stronger. But what you got to think about is that what the plant contains, the plant that you're using. First and foremost, you need to research a plant, and the food for thought is that whatever you eat, you can ferment and give to your plants. So whatever plant is good for the human consumption, we can ferment and give to the plant as well. It's basically like a living the plant is like a human being in a sense, but not literally. All right, so whatever you eat, you can ferment and give to the plants. So I would mix hibiscus petals with this if I was making it, so equal parts. So if you're using a pound of ripe banana skin, you need a pound of hibiscus petals, and you're gonna put them together with a pound of molasses or a pound of black sugar, brown sugar, sorry, when you're making your ferment. So just go ahead and put this in the bottle, and yeah, give me a minute. All right, so everything was added. So the banana peels was added to it, and I added 2 tablespoons, which is 30 ml of molasses to this. So this is just a rough estimate. This was not measured, but if you were doing it, I recommend measuring it. But the thing is, when it comes on to the molasses alone, if you're using only these two, you don't really need to measure this. The only thing that will happen is that the ferment will either slow down if you use too little or too much, right? But too much is out. I would say too much, because a lot is good, but just add water. So once you add both ingredients, you need to add water to it as well. The water acts as a solution and a base to make the ferment even better. All right, so basically I've just put together a blooming booster for your plant. And what you're gonna do, so a card like this, and you get your scissors, pointy. You're just gonna poke a hole in the top. That's it. You're basically done, and you will check this within. This is ready within 5 to 10 days, but I recommend 10 days. 10 days is better, being that more will be broken down, and yeah. Alright guys, so basically that's it for making the ferments, and what I'll do, I'll make this into a 2-part video, so I'll definitely show you guys the results at the end of this. So I'll just go ahead and put this in a dark place, so no light kill microbes. So ensure that this is in a dark, warm place, so it's warm enough, not hot, not too cold, warm enough, and it's in a dark place so the microbes can do their thing. And you have just made the best thing that you could ever give to your plant, and it took like seconds if you were making it yourself. The reason why it took this long is because I'm actually recording it, but it's just like seconds. And when it's done, because this is ripe banana, as you can see the pea on the top, but you hear that? So when it's done, let me show you guys what it looks like. See that? This is living fertilizer, right? Also guys, whenever you're using this, I recommend, sorry, I just woke up. I recommend diluting heavily, like 1 to 40, 1 to 50. So if you're using 1 gallon of this, you should have at least 40 gallons of water or 50 gallons of water. So that's basically it. So if you're using 10 ml, you need I think 1 liter of water, I think. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know the measurements out of my head like that, but it's just 1 to 40. So think about that when you're diluting, and I recommend diluting heavily for your first use, and then you see what it's like, then you can up the amount that you put into your feeding. All right, if this video taught you anything, I truly appreciate the fact that you took the time to watch to the end. Thank you so much for the support. Take care.